Okay, so we're out here on the water. I just beached my boat, sunk my dual power pole blades. The wind is blowing and my boat hasn't moved a single inch. We just met up with some friends. We're about to go do some fishing here. And this is 5 things you need to know about power poles. Power pole is the original shallow water anchor. You could get them in 8-foot lengths and 10-foot lengths. And after my beaching my boat up there, meeting with friends, I'm idling and doing some fishing here today. That's one thing. Second thing you need to know about power poles is they come with wireless switches. And wireless switch placement is a thing to consider. You always have to have one at the console. When you're beaching your boat, when you're pulling up to the dock and you're sinking the poles, you gotta have a switch at the console. All right, moving up to the bow here, I'm getting ready to do some casting. With the switch at the console. Number 3 is, you absolutely have to have them at the bow. But it's not just placing buttons up there. The thing you need to consider when you're placing power pole buttons at the bow of your boat is to absolutely keep them out of the way of foot traffic, obviously, but also keep them out of the way of rod traffic as well. When you lay your rods on the deck and you put the strap on, you want to make sure the rod butts don't hit the buttons, while you're running down the lake, while you're trailing in your boat. So make sure when you place your power pole wireless foot switches on the carpet, on the bow of your boat, make sure they're tucked as far up as possible and away from the butts of your rods. All right, guys, number 4 is a big one here. The wind is blowing like 20 miles per hour. My boat is drifting over this offshore spot. I'm throwing a swim bait out here. My boat is drifting at exactly 1.2 miles per hour without touching the trolling motor, without anything. Now, without using the drift paddles, which are an option for power poles, what I like to do in a tournament situation or fun fishing to slow down my drift, even with those really thin blades, when I'm offshore like this, is I'll go ahead and sink those 8-foot power poles. I'm over 30 feet of water right now. They're not touching the bottom, but that simple drag alone, as you can see, it's causing drag. And I went from 1.2 miles per hour to 0.8 miles per hour. That is a huge difference. The other thing that does for you, and the same thing goes with the drift paddles, is it positions the boat always downwind, enabling you to cast across the flat you're fishing, the drop off you're fishing, or whatever it is, and you got that nice wind to your back to make really, really long casts, deep cranking, throwing a big swim bait. So just because they're 8-foot, really slim blades, that 8 foot of really slim blades actually slows the boat down while you're drifting. All right, so the 5th and final thing you need to know about power pole shallow water anchors, when you use them in conjunction with the power pole move trolling motor, this system operates on what's called the Sea Monster, and there's a Sea Monster app where you're able to monitor and control both the trolling motor and your power poles. Well, the Sea Monster trolling motor comes with this awesome remote. I have it mounted right behind my seat here, so not only can I control my power pole move trolling motor, but I can also control my power pole shallow water anchors right there, just at the touch of my fingertips. I could put this around my neck and fish up there if I'm guiding, or if I'm, I got the kids out or the high school teams out. I could control everything through that Sea Monster platform with this little controller right here. All right, time to do some fishing. Appreciate you guys hanging out again for this video. Stay tuned, we got another one coming for you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. We're having a lot of fun with these videos. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time. I'm gonna go catch some fish.